It's been super insane, and baby girl always has to let us know. Able to pass it.
I got you, man. I got you. That field, you don't have to worry about it. So, starting us off, let's start at home. So this week, I don't know if you guys have been following, but on Twitter, there's been a trend, hashtag Netflix Kenya, you know? And another hashtag was hashtag DJ Afro. Why, you ask? I'm going to give you the tea. So basically, about 2 weeks ago, October 4th, if I'm not wrong, Netflix Kenya launched, or rather announced, that they would be bringing movies that have African translations. But unfortunately, the person who was doing the translations was one DJ Fish. Now, Kenyans were really aggravated by that, and they went to Twitter and they made a lot of noise. Let me tell you, if there's a system that seems to be working, it has to be KOT. So they went on KOT, man, and they made their voices heard, and they said, you know what, we want DJ Afro. No one else but DJ Afro. And guess what? 2 weeks later, man, Netflix Kenya had, and guess whose voice was, you know, doing the translation? The one and only DJ Afro, man. That just goes to show how much, you know, if you really want something, just put your voice out there and, you know, these guys will get it for you. So basically, DJ Afro, whose real name is James Mungai, is the most famous commentator in Kenya, and he's been able to achieve this by, you know, his distinctive relative language. How, you ask? Let me tell you guys, there's power in your voice and in your words. That's his trademark, you know. Movies zilikuwa zinaanza wase wanashanga, mbona hii alright, I sound kama ya Afro. Ni kama Afro but si Afro, you know, and that's how people picked it up. So here's a simple trailer, rather a short trailer of what Netflix put out this week with DJ Afro's voice.
Alright, kijana kwa jina Reki Wasalala. Kumbe kiuingia kwenye upande wa maji namna hii, jamaa, ndio wakati watu wataona. Chukua jembe. Mara moja kaivo fungua mlango. Bash. Kemani. Kemani, wewe unatoka wapi Kemani sahi?
Stella.
Bash. Masaa ya curfew ndio hiyo. Watu waende nyumbani mara moja.
Lakini DJ Fish, hiyo story sio hivyo kunaenda.
Alright. Asante sana. Kikosi cha wanawake wawili wakitumia ujuzi wa kisayansi kukabiliana na kikosi fulani cha kimajangili.
Dear God, Lydia.
Cheki maneno. Moja kawa invisible na moja kawa na superpower. Na ni pale na ambapo walikuwa na extraordinary mahinya. Wanakabidhiwa na wao design kama hiyo.
So as you've heard, the first one was DJ Fish and the second one is now DJ Afro. And you know, people in the studio are actually just like, yeah, that's DJ Afro, that's DJ Afro. That just goes to show you how much of a name he's built for himself. I don't know what you think about that, Aziza. Were you able to tell the difference when Fish started and Afro came in?
Most definitely, even the alright sounds even so much different. Right? And I'm so glad and so happy for him because it shows that our Kenyan content is going global. Me, I'm all for it. I'll be watching all DJ Afro Netflix movies. See how watch is ingene.
That's right. Now, moving on, and to rather some summer news, the Netflix cast and crew have been thrown into mourning again this week with the unfortunate demise or passing away of one Dorothy Steel. Now, if you didn't know, Dorothy Steel was one of the merchant elders in Wakanda, a film that premiered in 2018. She was to be in the sequel next year, but unfortunately, she's passed away at the age of 95. However, she started a notable thing rather about Dorothy Steel is she started her career at 88, guys, at 88. And she made it to Hollywood, you know, and she got into one of the biggest films of all times, I dare say, you know. So her news came as rather devastating news to the acting career and to most of the cast and crew. So in the morning, her manager, or rather her agent, Cindy Butler, confirmed the news via Facebook post, writing, "It is with a heavy heart I announced this morning Dorothy Steel transitioned in her hometown in Detroit." Other cast members have since come forward, you know, to just give their condolences. Someone like Lupita Nyong'o, who also paid a tribute to her co-star in a touching Instagram post and honored her for taking that leap of faith at the age when many would term or call late. So here's a small video of the late Dorothy Steel when she first met Steve Harvey, and you could tell how excited she was. But you know, her life and her energy just oozed through the interview. Listen in.
What happened then? I have no idea, but it makes me feel really good to be a part of something that, can I say black?
Yeah.
Wakanda forever! Wakanda.
You've got to love that, right, Jose?
Yeah, for sure, man. You know, one thing I have my biggest takeout from that is that, you know, her career started at the age of 88. So that definitely means, man, it's never too late for, you know, you never know when you're going to actually make it. And secondly is that, you know, that is Black Panther was one of the best grossing films of 2018, or rather the highest grossing film of 2018. The late Chadwick Boseman was there, and now we've lost yet another legend. So yeah, so we're really waiting to see who are going to be their replacements, especially next year when Black Panther, the second part of Black Panther, is going to be premiering next year.
Right. Now, moving on to some rather interesting news. So this week, the court granted the one and only Kanye West all legal rights to change his name from Kanye West to Ye. See, Ye wa Kenya, it's Ye, to Ye, you know. So this has been a long time coming because in 2018, he launched an album that he dubbed Ye. And he put out a tweet in 2018 and said, "The being formerly known as Kanye West, I am Ye." And now, I guess it's official. The courts have granted him rights. So, yeah. Go ye and prosper, Kanye West. We wish you all the best.
It's absolutely crazy. And I think Kanye West is undisputably the most controversial artist we have.
Right.
This guy is very weird. I just find him very weird. But anyway, go ye, as he said.
Right. And he said, just to put it into context, when he was asked why ye, he said, "I believe ye is the most commonly used word in the Bible. And in the Bible, it means you. So it's I'm you, it's I'm us, it's us." That's what he said in 2018. So, as we said, go ye and prosper. Moving on. Now, it's raining films in Kenya this November and December. I don't know if you guys are ready, but I am so excited. So, in November 6th, a film called Nafsi will be dropping in a cinema close to you. And the film has been written and directed by one Ruben Odanga. Now, if you don't know Ruben Odanga has brought you hits such as Selena and very many more. And in the movie will be one Catherine Kamau, a.k.a. Kate actress, who's, you know, known for her roles in Sue and Johnny and many others, and Alfred Munyao, who was in Crime and Justice and Sense8. Now, the story is about this lady who was unable to conceive after a traumatic childhood experience, and her best friend offers help. That's all I'm going to say. I don't know what you think about that, Jose. Your best friend offering you help?
Yeah, it's a very good plot twist. This is a very nice plot twist. First of all, from the cast, from the production, because you see, for you to know a good film, first of all, you have to look at the cast. You have to look at the producers. Maybe the script writer also matters. We have a cast member who's done Sense8, which was actually a Hollywood film, which was actually part of it was filmed here in Nairobi, Kenya. So that should give you should give you a glimpse of how big the film is. Also, not forgetting either, we have a legendary radio presenter, that is Alex Mwakide, who's also part of the cast. So guys, 6th November, it's going to be premiering. Make sure you catch that particular film and support Kenyan local talent.
Right, it's going to be moto. Now, the last film is dubbed Wembe Squad. Now, if you're a fan of short Kenyan films, there was a short film that premiered last year called 318, and another one that came, I think, 2 years ago called Wakamba Forever. Now, these two directors have teamed up and they've brought us a masterpiece. I think that's what I'm going to call it, dubbed Wembe Squad. Here's the trailer.
Master Selector come in. Master Selector come in.
Kikundi cha majambazi sugu maarufu The Kibiriti Gang wamejirudisha uwanjani.
Hii sio kibiriti ile ya kupita na vibeti aise. Hii ni kibiriti 2.0.
Kwa ni mara yako ya kwanza uwanjani. Ground wa kunast.
Because I need to what these guys?
Usijikojole.
Allah?
Bloody gasket. Hiyo tumekataa.
Yeah, so it's going to be raining films in November and December. We have lots more in store for you that we'll be bringing you as the weeks go by. But that's what's been happening this week in a nutshell.
Thank you so much for keeping us updated.